Hello and welcome to Super Gamer X. In this video I'll show you how to add more bikes into your GTA San Andreas game. Before proceeding any further, I'll have you know that adding vehicles in GTA San Andreas can be a risky process. It involves adding various plugins and mods. In any case, if you commit any mistake while making those settings, your whole game can get damaged. So I'll strongly recommend you to back up your game. By watching this tutorial, you agree to take the risk and be solely responsible for your actions. I'll also suggest you to remove any existing mods. Those mods may cause additional crashes and bugs, so it's best to remove them and have a fresh installed game. Lastly, make sure you have the correct version on GTA San Andreas, otherwise this mod will not work at all for supported version of the game. Read Fastman92's limit adjuster documentation at his website at fastman92.com. Now, let's begin. For this video, I'll be adding this bike. It's called Demon, and it's made by Universe Twisters. First, install Fastman92's free ID list generator and run the game. In-game type free on your keyboard just like typing a cheat and generate a free ID's text document. The link to Fastman92's free ID list generator is provided in the description below. Next, install Fastman92's limit adjuster 4.3 in your GTA San Andreas game by placing the files at their correct places. For properly installing limit adjuster, you can watch my previous tutorial. I've given its link in the description. Next, install Fastman92's car spawner 2.2. Place carspawnr ranges.ini in the root game directory, place carspawn.cs file inside Clio folder, and place the carspawner by fastman92.fxt inside Clio_text folder. Now, add the bike model inside the GTA3.img file using img tool 2.0. Do not use txt workshop to add the model, or it will cause errors. Add your bike's model and texture using the add command. After adding, rebuild the archive using the rebuild archive command. Wait for the rebuild process to get completed. Watch the video. Next step, open the vehicles.ide file, scroll down to the last line and just before the end, add your bike's IDE line and use ID from referring to your free ID text document you generated earlier. I am going to copy and paste freeway bike's IDE line since I am adding a freeway-like bike. I will give its ID 613. 612 has already been used by me. As you can see, ID range 612 to 614 is the next set of free IDs according to my free IDs.txt document. Likewise, you'll have to do the same. Find the next range of free IDs of your free IDs text document, and assign the free ID number to your bike that you will add in your vehicles.ide file. Likewise, you'll have to do the same for adding your bike. All the naming rules applies here. You should watch my earlier tutorial to get the idea. Now, open your handling.cfg file. Add your bike's handling line under the bikes section inside the file. Since I am adding a freeway-like bike, I am going to copy and paste freeway's handling line and paste it just below it and name it Demon. You'll have to do the same for your bike. Give the name which you gave as handling ID in your vehicles.ide file. Again, scroll down to this portion of the document. You'll need to add an extra handling line for your bike. Carefully watch this section, since I am adding a bike like freeway, I'll just copy the Freeway Bikes line and paste it just below it. I'll change its name from Freeway to Demon. This name must also comply to the name which I've assigned as handling ID in the vehicles.ide file. Do not skip adding this line or the game will crash. For naming rules, watch my previous tutorial to get the naming rule. After that, it's time to give colors to the bike. Open carcels.dat file and add a colors line of your bike. Change color values according to your choice. Use the name which you gave in the vehicles.ide file. After adding, save the file. Moving forward, open your GTA SA vehicle audio settings.cfg file which came with the limit adjuster. Add an audio line to your bike. Scroll down to the Added Vehicles section and add the audio line at the place shown in the video. Since I'm adding a freeway-like bike, I am going to copy Freeway Bike's audio line and paste it below Clover Alley which I added in my earlier tutorial. Now, to increase the limits, open your Fastman92 limit adjuster _ GTA San Andreas.ini file. Notice this line, do not change anything here. Scroll down to this line called IDE Cars section. Below it, increase vehicle model by 1 increment. The default value is 212. Now, if you are adding a vehicle, be it a bike or helicopter or any vehicle, just raise this number by 1. I already added a vehicle earlier, so I'll change it from 213 to 214. For more details, watch my previous tutorial. Also remove hashes from the lines. Scroll down more, and enable apply handling to .cfg patch by setting its value to 1. Just below it, raise the number of standard lines by 1 increment. Remove hashes if any. Since I've already added a vehicle earlier, I'll change its value from 211 to 212. The default value is 210. If you are adding a vehicle for the first time, you need to raise the number from 210 to 211. Change the number in the second line with hash, not the one which has semicolon, as that is the default line. Again, just below it, increase number of bike lines by 1 increment. Since it's the first bike I'm adding, I'll change its value from 13 to 14. Also, I'll have to remove hash. If you are also adding your very first bike, you'll have to do the same. Finally, scroll down to Add-in section and enable Vehicle Audio Loader by setting its value to 1. Now, save the file. Now, open uCarSpawnerRanges.ini file. Under the main section, increase range from 1 to 2. According to GTA San Andreas, vehicle range 1 ends at 611. So, by increasing range from 1 to 2 means that we are going to create another range of vehicles starting from ID as listed in freeid.txt document. In my case, the next set of free ID is 612 to 614. So, I'll add a range 2 in car spawner ranges.ini file which starts at 612 and ends at 614. But for now, I'll make it start at 612 and end at 613. Since the game won't allow me to leave ID 614 null, with no vehicle assigned to that ID, I must end my range at 613, which I am supposed to end at 614 according to the free ID range in my freeids.txt document. So, I cannot end my range at 614. In case if I do so, the game will crash, because the car spawner will try to find vehicle at ID 614, and when it finds there is no vehicle assigned in that ID, it will crash the game. Try to understand this step, it's important. Finally, open the Clio_text folder and open vehicles.fxt file, in case. If you don't have vehicles.fxt file, simply copy and paste any other fxt file and rename it to vehicles.fxt and erase all text. Enter the GXD name of your bike which must be same name as you assigned it in your vehicles.ide file. Add a space and give it the value which will appear as in-game name of the bike. In my case, I'll give its GXD name as Demon and its value also Demon. Refer to my previous tutorial about the naming system. Bikes don't have tuning parts, so there is no need to add tuning parts entry into the carmods.dat file. Optional step. If you want to have your added bike or vehicle appear in streets or, for the use by NPCs in-game, you'll have to add the bike's name in your GTA San Andreas car grp.dat file. You'll find information about this step in my previous tutorial. As for me, I am skipping this step. Now, everything is done. We have added a new bike. Run your GTA San Andreas. In-game, press 2 on your keyboard to bring up the car spawner. Press 3 on your keyboard to switch to category vehicles menu. Press up and down arrow keys to switch to next or previous vehicle. Since I added a bike, so I'll go to the bikes section. Press shift on your keyboard to go to any section. Press up and down arrow keys to find the added bike. Finally, press shift again and the bike will spawn for use. Remember, the more vehicles you add, the more RAM the game will take. Also, you should watch my earlier tutorial on how to add more vehicles in your GTA San Andreas game to get some basic idea. Thanks for watching this tutorial. If you found this tutorial helpful, then please like this video. Also subscribe to my channel, it only takes a few seconds. If you are having any doubts and queries, comment below, and I'll assist you. See you in the next video.